Alright, we are back to do this after an awful long time. So, I've been a bit terrible getting this done. It's because of Duolingo, actually. It's a silly app. I've just become addicted to doing it every day. And I'm always doing it at night. I just dropped my bottle on the ground. So anyway, we're up to this. We've made the top and the bottom, and now we're going to continue on. I'm going to show you the instructions one more time so that you get a good idea. Just remember it all, just photographic memory, because I'm not going to show it again, ever again. That's my sushi stick. I haven't actually checked this desk. It's probably got lots of strange things on it. We do need some screwdrivers, so we'll grab some of those. Forgot what step I was at up to, so I think I'm up to step number 4, so that seems like a good point. Use the 4mm, that's right, this whole thing is all about measuring stuff. Oh my gosh, I have to say Lego can be more fun to do things. We need those. We don't need a pen. 4mm screws. So they're the short ones. I think they're the short ones. That's a 4mm screw. So the really short ones are 4mm. Okay, and then they go into the side like this, and so I assume it's completely flush with the oh my gosh, this is going to be a mission. I think it's probably, so I got a screwdriver. I think this screwdriver is too big, but the screwdriver does have the advantage of me losing the screws. I hope there are some spares. That it's magnetic, so this is going to take forever. How hard can this be? It can't be that hard. So I'm like, it's magnetic, and then I fail to use the fact that it's magnetic. I can completely ignore it. I'm a bit worried that I'm going to start getting RSI on my wrist again. It's just typical. But I think it's just, I shouldn't try to use my wrist for typing at night. Okay, and it's my left arm, which is the arm that I've been using to use the mouse with. So when I got RSI the last time, when I got repetitive strain injury on my arms from typing, it was mainly my right, and so I switched over to using my left hand to do mouse stuff, and I built a little device to be the mouse wheel thing, but my little device is beginning to fall apart, and I'm not actually using I've done this wrong. I did that completely wrong. Like I did that on the, no, haven't I done that the right way? No, I've done that there's holes on both sides. I didn't realize there were holes on. Now I'm really confused. Oh my gosh, this is hard. I think I've got this the wrong way around. There's a lot of holes on this side. I don't. Oh, ow! I just poked myself. Ow! Seriously, how hard can this be? This is weird. Okay. That's actually the finger I slammed. I got caught in the door. What did I do today? Oh, that's right. It was these silly. Oh, I don't know what they're kind of called. The doors that close in a particular way. That helps. But I got my finger jammed in, and that's the important part of that conversation. But I didn't actually break the skin or anything. I just internally bruised it, and now it hurts. Makes me sad. Okay, so that could have been, like, I think actually, no, even if I don't know what I'm supposed to be doing, it makes more sense to have more holes on the inside, because I'm done with the outside, haven't I? I'm pretty sure this is correct. Okay, so the big holes go, the big spaced holes go on the outside. That's what we're going to go with. Oh my gosh, this is taking me 7 minutes. See, there you go. It's like, look, you can see it. And it kind of hurts when I push things against my finger. It was a very silly predicament. Actually, it's kind of easier just to do it holding it like this. Kind of. Okay, it's 1, 2, so we are approximately a bit of the way there, which is what you can expect from these things. Only using the 4mm screws, is that correct? Because you could have a lot longer screws in that one. But it's fine, we'll just go with this. And so, one more there. There's actually been quite a few things since I last did a video, because I did this last week. And I was supposed to finish it ages ago. I've got some cool things to do, including finally the next collectible minifigure series, which I really have to do because I'm too short. I'm not too short as in real life. What I mean is I'm 2 packets short, because I've got 10 packets. And like, I thought I'd picked out everything except for one of them, which I wasn't entirely sure which one it was, and I couldn't really have the energy to work it out, because there's 2 that's very similar. Oh, what have I done? This is the top. This is the top of all the things. So this is the bottom. So I'm hoping, maybe that was probably a bad decision to make that the top, to do the top first, but I didn't really realize that was the top. That this is going to be, well, the first couple of screws in the bottom and the other side are going to be the hardest. So we'll just get one in. Yeah, so I've got those to do now finally, but and I have to do them because, well, I actually thought I had every single one except for one, and then when I went to checkout, there were only 10 and not 11, and I was like, what have I done? What have I miscalculated? So I have to do those soon. There are nowhere near enough screws. Well, this is a predicament. Have I knocked the screws out? These are all the screws that I've got left. Maybe use 4mm screws. Use more 4mm screws. This whole thing is 4mm screws. I just don't have enough 4mm screws. These are not 4mm screws. Well, maybe I've really stuffed up. There's only 7mm and 4mm. And alright, 6mm screws and 7mm screws. Well, I've got an awful lot of the other ones. Hold on. So I need 5 more for the bottom part, and then I'm going to need 1, 2, 3, 4 for that one, and then I'm going to need 1, 2, 3, 4 for that one, and then what have I done? How have I done this? How have I got to this point in life that I don't have all of the screws? I haven't touched, I'm pretty sure I haven't knocked any of the screws out of here, but I do not have anywhere near enough screws. So this is a disaster. Well, there's another 4mm screw, so we've got another one. So I might just stick. Maybe I made a mistake earlier on. And I put, maybe you're only meant to put 1 screw in. No, I'm pretty sure you're meant to put 2 screws on these, because that's what the picture's got. And you're meant to put 2 screws here, so I think that's fine. But I seriously don't have any more screws. Oh. Well, that's a letdown. No, this doesn't make any sense. This doesn't make any sense. All right. Well, we're just gonna have to keep going, I guess. I suppose. Well, we'll have to steal. We'll have to steal one of these screws. We'll just take. I don't know. We'll take this one off. All right, and then we can put this screw here, and that should be fine. Like, oh my gosh, this is not working out. This video. I mean, I can't say, oh, well, they didn't give me enough screws, because maybe they did, and I seriously, I can't imagine that like, this thing has been sitting on my desk for the whole week, and if I'd knocked it over, which I'm pretty sure I hadn't, you'd think that they'd be on the table, but they're not. So, something is afoot. So, anyway, that's enough. We're going to just have to go with what we've got. The next thing is, okay, we're going to make this bit here. This is the complicated part. Maybe I put too many screws into this thing, but these are all the 7mm screws, so I don't think that's the problem. So this is going to go here, and I got the funny feeling I should have put this in first. It's got to clip into place there, and there you go. So that's that part working, kind of. Now it's not tight enough. Should I have done it a bit different? I feel like I should have done something a bit different. It's kind of a bit loosey-goosey there. That looks like the pictures. Well, I couldn't have got it any tighter than that. Alright, fine, we're going to keep going. So, we have to make this gear assembly thing, and it's going to look like putting this bit on. Kind of. Oh gosh, this is harder than it looks. It's way harder than it looks. Alright, here we go. Oh my goodness. Okay. And then that one's going to go over there. And then we're going to put an orange thing there. And then, so this little bit here is going to go. How is this? Oh, I get it. That one's going to go there. And this is actually not as complicated as I was anticipating. Right. And one more orange one. And, oh my goodness. So it's got to go such that that one goes there. And then we've got to kind of pull it up. Oh my gosh, how is this actually going to work? Like, how? Alright, and that can go along a bit. So, where did I put the motor thing? I put the motor thing here, and we have to put this thing on the end of it. Alright, the little wormy gear. Oh, I think they've given me a spare of those. So it does look like there's spares in this thing. So you'd think they'd have spare screws, but I'm a bit lacking in the screw department here. And so I feel like, to be honest, you have to put this on first before you can continue. And this is what this little bracket thing is for. So which way around does it go? Does it go that way? I think it goes. We'll put it this way with the wires. I don't think my idea of having the wire coming out the back like that is a good plan, but I think it will work. Okay, so in the original, if you didn't watch the last video, having tape around here was not part of the plan, but it's going to be today. Or maybe not. Okay, hold on. Maybe it goes, does it go like that? No, it goes like this. Maybe it goes like that. Like, should it go like that? Like, that seems kind of cool. That seems a bit better. Really doesn't like having the wire there. What am I going to do? Well, does it fit? Can you actually put it in place? I think I'm going to damage the wire if I do that. So now I'm going to have to fix up my mess that I made. But that was kind of what that was the whole point of the tape, was to protect that wire. And now I'm going to have to, I guess it's what you get when you don't read what's going to happen next. So the wire will have to come back out again to that side. And that can go there. So is that going to make it better? It may make it better, or it may make it worse. I think actually the tape is adding... Oh no, I think that's going to work. That's going to work. Okay, so it's going to... We'll put that on. Use the 6mm screws to hold this thing in place. This is a 6mm screw, honestly. The 6 and 7mm. That's a 7mm screw. So that's a 6mm. These are 6mm screws. Alright, gotcha. We've got this done. So I think once the motor is in place, nothing else actually matters, I think. You don't really have to screw. Oh gosh. You don't really have to... I feel like this would have been better. Maybe this would have been better to do before I put the outside bits together. What I was trying to say is that the control board doesn't actually have to be screwed down for this to be finished enough for this video. So maybe we just won't. Alright, so okay, that's that side done. That was the easy side. So I feel like what's going to happen, you see, this is what I'm going to guess is going to happen, is that this is too tight because I put the tape around it, and so it's not going to be, it's going to push down too hard, and then it's going to snap something, and it's going to be a disaster. But it might not be. We'll find out. Well, it's kind of sort of gone in. Well, that's the best. Oh, well, that's not good. This is like vitally important for this whole thing to work. So I feel like I should probably take the tape off. But then I also feel like, seriously, it can't just be the tape. It must just be a tight fit. Okay. Oh, I've stripped the hole, I think. Well, we'll see how that goes. Because honestly, we can't get it perfect. I've mucked it up. I've ruined everything. I've ruined it for everybody involved. And now, okay, this has to go over the top. And then, I think if I get one side in, this doesn't look right, does it? That can't be correct. I feel like I've definitely done something wrong with the motor. Because this thing here is supposed to go, like, it's way off. It's way off. Hold on. Should I just call it quits? Should we just say it was a failed project? Like, it feels like this has to be slightly higher up. I'm going to put one side in, just because I feel like I have to. So, this could be a bad idea. I suppose it says you're supposed to use the 4mm screws, but I'm out of 4mm screws, so we're just going to use this 6mm screws. And kind of go in the hole. And I feel like I should probably... Oh. Gosh, this is hard. I don't feel like these holes. Why won't you just do it? Ugh. Oh my gosh, this is hard. Okay. It won't do it. Did I use the wrong ones? Are these ones slightly further across? I don't think they are. Okay, it's going through the hole, and I feel like there could be a problem here because it's gone way too far through. So that's that one across. My goodness. There's a bit of play there, so we've got some ability to get this, but the holes don't line up. Look at that. You can't see it, but they don't really here. They don't really line up. I feel like that's entirely my fault. I feel like I failed completely to get this to work correctly. So we'll try. This is even harder to get the hole than the other one. Oh my goodness. This doesn't look right. This looks terrible. Okay, we've got two in place, and I've possibly mucked up, or not. No. Okay. Oh no, that should be fine. Alright, we're almost there. We can put another one in here. Well, we're just going to leave it with two for now. We don't need all 4 screws. So, we have to work out this mess that I've made. And it's supposed to go over the top. Like this. But I cannot see. It's too... Like, how have I done this so wrong? Like, it looks like the picture. Like, but it's just too low down to work. Maybe it feels like it should have gone that way. If it was upside down, it would be too high. And if it was there, it's not going to work. It has to be over it. So, oh, hold on. Move this so it's roughly the correct position. Well, maybe you're just not meant to screw it in place too much. Just a little bit. Okay. And then use the little... Okay, we can do this. Okay, well we need to fix this silly thing up. So that it's actually, this is a terrible video. Worst video ever. Well, given that I've done this quite badly several times. Okay, that's close enough. And then I think it just literally actually has to be forced into place. I ruined the hole and now it's not going to work. How am I gonna do this? There is only one actual way. I need a bigger screw, and I need a nut on the end. And thankfully, I've got a pile of nuts that might work. But I'm just gonna leave it. We're just gonna leave it here, I think, because I've stuffed it up pretty good. But we'll try it with the extra long screw, which goes all the way through the bottom. And I think, oh no, now we're on the other side. Hey, somehow it's, no, I've ruined that hole too. Need another one of these 7mm screws, and I'm all out. What the heck is going on here? Oh, here we go. Alright. I know what I'm doing. 3 minutes left. I was really hoping this was going to work really easily, but turns out that's not going to be the case. So, extra long screw, one last try. For some reason, it actually held on the other side, so hopefully it will hold on this side. Everything else is set up to go, so we might get this done in the last few minutes. No, that hole's severely damaged. We need to put some little bolts, little nuts on the bottom of it. Okay, so seriously, it has to be over the top. That's never going to work. So where's the little control thing gone? Oh, okay. It only has to be to the side. So that works. It works. It works. It works. It's fine. It's perfect. It's absolutely wonderful. Except I have got this tangled up in a really bad way. So, all right. So let's try this. We're going to put it like this so you can't see it, and we'll do the. It actually works. I don't know if we can get it. And then back down. Not so much. Oh, it does work. I don't know about the dropping down bit, but it kind of works. It's not too bad. Like, I didn't screw everything in. I got the screws mucked up. This thing is way off here, but it doesn't really matter. You're supposed to tie everything back, and it says everything is finished. So that was okay. It was kind of fun. You don't have to get it like on top of the other one. You just have to get it to the side, and then it works. You can actually. You can. It works almost better side on. Now I can't go down with the thing. But we'll have to work on the down part. But it still works. It's fine. Thanks for watching. What else can I say? It was alright. Where's the box? Will I make my own one out of popsicle sticks? You never know. Anyway, there's so many screws there. I'm sure that I just lost. There's screws left over. Who knows? Bye.